Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling, you're good on your boxing. Yeah, this mental headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
Man, what's good? What's good? What's good? I'm here to talk about that 175-pound division because I think there's a undisputed hidden over there that we all, as hardcore boxing fans, should want to see. And I'm talking about with Better Beev and Bibble. Now I know Anthony Yard's name is in there because he's he's the number one. He's the mandatory for one of the belts that Better Beev is holding. And I want to dive into that. One, I want to find out why people are so surprised that Better Beev did Joe Smith the way he did. And why a lot of people think that Better Beev will walk through Bivol. I am really interested in that. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple of minutes. I'm going to try to have this show quick, smooth, and fast because I got to work tonight, y'all. So I'm only hold y'all for about an hour. But we're going to get things cooking the way we always do. I'm going to start off letting y'all hit We Stunned until a couple of my brothers get in here. Then we're going to start diving into the fact, the reasons why I think Bivol will be Better Beev, why Joe Smith, which I'm still trying to figure out why people really thought he was going to do something when the man had already pretty much told us that he would give up. And what are the chances that Anthony Yard might be able to take the belts away from Better Beev? These are the questions that come to my mind over the last few days after the fight had taken place. It seems like a lot of talk about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is starting to bubble up again, but not quite from the fighters. It seems like it's just a lot going on. So as the man that I am, chilling and cool like I always try to be, part of the family, we're going to figure out, I want to know what you guys think. Better Beev or Bivol or Yard. Either way, only way to find out is we see them fight. Now, watching Better Beev and Joe Smith fight, he dismantled Joe Smith. Let's just go ahead and keep it real. I'm sure a lot of people understand that and agree with me that Better Beev dismantled Joe Smith and took him out with no problem. Now, people are shocked and they were like, oh, he's a beast. He get this beast comments and all that. Better Beev is this, Better Beev is that. He's a bad man. We all knew he was a bad man from the get-go. We also knew that Joe Smith, I guess people was giving him a lot of they was giving him a lot of chance because he's strong. Let's just keep it real, because he's strong. No one has ever accused Joe Smith of being one of the technical boxers, one of the tighter defensive boxers. They just gave him blue collar, strong, try to go get it. Now, I'm sure that everybody can agree with that. Joe Smith, blue collar, strong, try to go get it. One of those kind of fighters. And he's been through some tough challenges. Not immensely, not what you would call career making. Yes, he knocked Bernard Hopkins out the ring, slipping. And he got a lot of credit for that. But you can't keep riding on credit for yesteryear. Okay, you move on from the Bernard Hopkins fight. You try to get better. That's the whole purpose of boxing and professional rankings. You are trying to fight, trying to get better. become a superstar, become a champion. I'm thinking that's what the things are. Joe Smith, like, blue collar fighter. But in the interview, before he and Beev stepped into the ring, y'all, I can't remember the name of the thing on ESPN when they was showing behind the scenes things like that. Beev took us through how he trains, what he likes, how he focuses, how he looks upon himself, how he likes to break himself down and constantly get better. We also heard from Joe Smith, and the glaring thing that stuck out to me from Joe Smith is the fact that he had a fight where he was doubting himself, where he was going back to the corner saying this dude is, I think he said this dude is whatever he said, it equated to me as, I'm not going to be able to beat this dude. Of course, his corner, they were able to give him the give him encouraging words, help him persevere, push through. He became a champion. But that rang loud in my ears. How is he going to act if he goes up against somebody that's better than the guy that he was fighting that night, and I believe it was for the belt, such as Beev? But we seen how that went. He collapsed. The announcer, one of the announcers of the fight, said he had pretty much given himself in to knowing that, hey, I'm gonna be knocked out. And I guess you can look at it and say when and how he was going to be knocked out. Once Beev hit him with a couple of power shots that really got his attention, Joe Smith didn't run. I'll give him that. He tried to get on his bicycle a little bit. He was trying to figure it out. But with the pressure that Beev brings to the ring, not only is he constantly applying pressure, but he's also good with lateral movement, and he cuts the ring off well. And that's going to always give a fighter some problems if that fighter isn't an adept chess player when it comes to boxing. If he's not confident in his skills when it comes to boxing. If he doesn't know how to offset that attack. And something that I've learned from Trey X, looking at these guys with these amateur backgrounds, you do realize that, hey, some of these things that go on in the pros happen in the amateurs, and you become adept and equipped on how to deal with it. If you're a good amateur, if you have some experience, and 100+ fights is good experience. 200+ fights is great experience. 300+ is fantastic, and 400 is just outstanding. And any guys that fall in that 100+ and above with not a lot of losses is outstanding. And we couldn't expect Joe Smith to go out there and deal with somebody like Beev and not really come out as a winner. I didn't think that. So I didn't put my money on Joe Smith. I put my money on Beev. But when it comes down to it, and I said a few days ago that I think it would be an exciting fight to see Arthur Beterbiev and Demetrius Bivol fight for the 175-pound Undisputed. I think that would be a great fight. I got a little slack for that, and that's okay. I'll take that little bit of slack. People said that it wouldn't be quite that good of a fight. I can't remember the fight that it was referred to as to be like. But it was a fight where Beterbiev was having his way with the guy, and after a while he overtook him. The guy didn't have enough power and stuff like that. I don't think that's the same case with Demetrius Bivol. I think Demetrius Bivol is also a high-ranking chess player when it comes to boxing, and I believe he's also one of those type fighters that likes to hone in on his skills, that likes to work on himself, that likes to see where he can get better at, and he tries to. That all showed with Canelo. Yes, he did come out, Bivol that is, did come out and say, hey, I know I didn't look that great in some of my fights, and I know you people are looking at me like I'm not that great because of some of my last fights. But he did let us know, hey, I wasn't all up for those fights. I wasn't excited about those fights. But since I'm supposed to be fighting the so-called pound-for-pound king, you guys are going to see me do work. And we did. We saw him do work. He came to life. You know how the conversation goes. Some people get up for better competition. Clearly, Clearly, Demetrius Bivol steps his game up, the better the competition comes. And I'm thinking if he and Bivol, Better Beev step into the ring together, I am thinking that Bivol will step his game up to a point where people will be amazed. They will be surprised. And I don't know why they would be surprised. If you watched him fight and you go back and look at some of his other fights, you can see the small intangibles that he uses and the things that he does in the ring to get him over the hump. So I'm thinking that Better Beev and Bivol would be an awesome match. They both have good jabs. Better Beev has a good jab. He has good hooks, good punch placement, period. Uppercuts, he goes to the body educatedly. You know, he shoots to the top, gets your hands up, and then shoots to the bottom. Gets your hands to drop down, goes back to the head. He literally has you sitting up there putting your hands up and down like you playing peekaboo with a baby. You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo, I see you. And Joe Smith found out the hard way. The peekaboo, I see you don't work. Also, Joe Smith punches, watching him punch, you can see, you can just see the difference in the levels of the way those two men looked in that ring. I'm, for one, saying that, you know, I'm saying it early and loud. I'm riding with Demetrius Bivol. If he and Better Be a fight, I know a lot of people are going to say, MZ, you tripping. They're going to try to take the bets from me, and I might be willing to take and cover a few of them. But I do believe that Demetrius Bivol can stand up to Better Be. Might not knock him out, but I think he can outbox him for 12 rounds. I think he has enough to make Better Beev have to spend a lot more time thinking. Now, how fast Better Beev can break down the mathematical equation in front of him and come up with an answer, that will be something else. And if he can't come up with the answer, Bivol, with the first part of whatever it is that Bivol throws at him, will Bivol be able to offset and change up to keep Better Beev thinking through the whole fight? These are the things and the questions that I have and that I'll be looking for to see if they'll be answered. And I'm sure that, you know, most of the time when we watch fights and think about things like that, those are the things that we all want answered. Now, I understand Anthony Yard is chomping at the bit. He wants a chance to fight. And when they asked him, who do you think you'd rather fight between Better Beev and Joe Smith, his answer was textbook, like any boxer would say. Either one of them, whoever wins, I want the belts. And the way he's thinking is smart. He said, hey, I'm going after the guy that has 3 belts instead of going after Bivol. Now, I can see that Bivol is over there on a Long Island. You know, he's sitting by himself. He's with the Zone. I believe he's with the Zone. And right now, it seems like Top Rank. You guys heard it from Bob Arum himself. Top Rank doesn't want to play with the guys over there at the Zone. He doesn't want to play with Eddie Hearn, which means his fighters aren't going to get to fight. And we probably won't get to see that 175-pound undisputed fight, especially if Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn has anything to do with it, because, you know, Bob Arum says no one watches the Zone or the Dark Zone or something like that. He really dissed him pretty hard. So as much as I would love to see Better Beev and Bivol fight, I don't think we're going to be seeing it anytime soon. We're going to have to accept the fact that we're going to see Anthony Yard and Better Beev fight. Salute to Trey X. What's up, my brother? How you doing today? I got that message from you, and I appreciate it. You know, I've already taken care of that. So if you feel like you want to jump on, man, I got a link in the chat. Come on in and holler at me. You know, but as I was saying, guys, Anthony Yard, extraordinary talent. I'll say he's an extraordinary talent. Started fighting in 19. He's accomplished a lot. He's held the belt, fought one of the top guys at 175 and Crusher Kovalev. Not so much as when Crusher was Crusher, but he still got that name under his belt. Even though he lost, he still put up a good showing. My question is, does Anthony Yard have what it takes to step in the ring with Better Beev? It looks like Bob Arum already has the wheels turning. And I think I've heard some back talk in the back rooms that that Yard is going to be the one that gets the call for the fight. Yard got beat by Kovalev due to exhaustion, I would think. I think Yard just got tired. He could have outlasted Kovalev He was putting some good hands on Kovalev, but Kovalev just outbested him. I don't know if Yard is going to be prepared for Better Beev. I heard from Yard's own mouth in the old interview that he really doesn't spar or something like that, which I think is a very bad move. How can you be a boxer and not spar? But people are excited for him, and they're excited to see him step in the ring. I'm thinking that Better Beev is going to handle Anthony Yard with no problem. I could be wrong, but I think Better Beev is going to be able to handle Anthony Yard with no problem at all, just for the sheer fact of his amateur background is like a mountain of rounds compared to anything Anthony Yard has seen. Salute to OG Gil Coles. Glad you're stopping through. He say salute OG, and I'm saying salute right back. Sending out love, much love to everybody. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. That thumbs up button for me. But anyway, I don't see Anthony Yard taking Better Beev out. I seen putting up a good maybe, I want to say 3 rounds, but do you consider Anthony Yard? I don't know how you guys would rank Anthony Yard against Joe Smith. I really don't rank Joe Smith that high because Joe Smith, like I said, I can't let it go. He said in that fight, in that interview thing, that he had thoughts of quitting in the fight, and I could never put my money on a horse that has tendencies to want to quit. How can you win like that? So with that being said, oh my goodness, y'all give me a second for somebody hit my. My bad. I'm back. Gil Coles. Okay, that go my first words on the situation. Better Beev gonna sleep Bibble. I don't know, man. And right now we might not even get that fight because Bob Arum is talking about, they not fighting on the dark zone or the dead zone. He said that inside one of his he said that in one of his interviews. You're right, Trey X. Joe Smith already quit in the past, and he was speaking about that. When I heard him speaking about that, I instantly was not. I was like, no, I can't even ride with this dude because this dude already has it in his mind that he will quit. And I asked that question: How can you ride with a fighter like that? Do you want that in your corner? No, you do not want any doubt of being able to get victory. You don't want doubts like that in your corner. And I don't believe Demetrius Bivol has that in him. So Gil Coles, you and I already shooting shots at each other. We're gonna have to do it for the corner. We're gonna have to put some beans up for the corner. And I'm saying Bivol can outbox Better Beev. I think Bivol is a little more athletic than Better Beev. I think Bivol has a little better, not much, but a little better footwork than Better Beev. I think Bivol can take some punishment. This is, these are things that we've seen him do. We've seen him accept. We've seen him take some cracking punishment from people. Pascal with the sonic boom punch that y'all told me about, that I literally saw this dude take 2 hands and collapse him up against this man's head and not phase him. So when it comes to Bivol and Better Beev, I'm still going with Bivol. I think Bivol will outbox Better Beev for 12 rounds. I won't say he would knock him out, but it's possible. It is possible. I saw the 2 fights where Better Beev got dropped. One time it was just the guy got to punch off quick enough because Better Beev was going to put his hand back up on the phone and cover himself up. He just got there a little late, and old boy clipped him. He fell down, got up, and finished handling business. The same kind of work that I think Bivol will do. I think Bivol is the type of fighter that if you put something on him, he's going to figure out how to put it back on you. And he doesn't punch all hard. He shoots out punches at different speeds, at different power shots, different things like that. He uses angles. He darts in and out. He has, from what I've seen fighting Canelo, which is not a big bragging point, he had good defense. And those are things that you need. And he has a good thinking boxing mind, in my opinion. So Anybody thinking that Better Beaver is just going to have an easy walk through Bivol, I'm thinking that you might be wrong. But my question is, I got another one here. Okay, so I got my boy Trey say I have to take Better Beav, OG, and I know you're gonna say because you know he got a more extensive uh amateur background than Bivol, and I agree with you on that. But I think they both cut from the same cloth, and I think Bivol being younger, Bivol has the same kind of grit about himself. He likes it. I like the conversation he gives. I know you say we shouldn't listen to what a boxer say because a boxer had you out there doing something stupid while they losing your money. But on the same note, I'm thinking that Bivol is sincere with the way he practices with the things he says, and I think he has that pride. And if the chance of Undisputed is shown to him and put in front of him, I think he's going to go all out to get it. I could be wrong. This could be one of those fights that I'm just riding with the wrong thing. But I'm thinking that it's possible that this man gonna handle his business and surprise everybody. Because I won't be surprised. I think that he can beat Better Be. What's up, Trey X? How you doing today, man?
Salute, man. You know, I gotta come talk to you about it a little bit, OG. I ain't trying to talk you off and pick. I mean, you know, if a man is determined to eat crow, who am I to stand in the way of
Hey, if
his
you
crow
got some
plate?
sauce for it, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm thinking I got one of those feelings. I got that feeling that I had with Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. I got one of those feelings that something here that everybody just automatically going to the obvious pick. And a lot of the stuff that I'm saying about Bibble, you know, some of it I got from just from conversations that you've had and things that you said that stick out about him. And I started looking at him a little more, and I'm like, dang, these things do kind of glaringly sticking out about him. He is a student of the game. They both students of the game. This is what excites me about it because they're both students. I've heard both of them talk about practicing and always trying to get better. When Better B stood in the middle of the ring after they talked about him whooping Joe Smith, one of the first things he said is, I don't know, I got to go and see what it looked like so I can see what I got to get better on. And they both saying the same thing. It's something about Bibble that's calling me to say this dude can beat Better B.
I feel where you coming from. I mean, Bivol is a hell of a fighter, man. You know, shit, we rode that train till the wheels fall off with him beating Canelo. But this is a different story, though. Better Beeve is like a cut above Bivol. I mean, it really ain't so much about the amateur background, right? For this fight, because I mean, Bivol was 268 and 15, and he a baby world beater. You know what I'm saying? He won a bronze, but we talking about a guy that won gold and a guy that got a silver, and the person that he lost to was Alexander Usyk. This man is always the bigger man in his fights. So this fight right here would just be SOS, same old shit. This will be nothing different than what he been seeing his whole life in Russia. I'm talking about Bivol could have fought at 168. This guy better be, I don't even know how the hell he fight at 175. I think he really could be fighting at cruiserweight. The man fought at heavyweight as an amateur. Bivol ain't fight at heavyweight. This is a naturally bigger man. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, a good big man beats a good little man. The only thing that I see that Bivol really got an advantage in is 5-year age advantage. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Better Be is that he's a superior athlete. You can just look at his frame. Look at him when he do a face off and he facing his opponent. Look at his posture. That motherfucker back is straight. I'm talking about that motherfucker got perfect posture. You just see he's just another level athlete. If he was playing football, he would go to Alabama as a 5-star recruit. This is different. So I mean, you know, everybody make their picks, man. But I guarantee you, if they was to fight, Better Be would be a 5-1 favorite over Bill. And I think it'd be righteous. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you. And I'm not. This just one of those. This gonna be one of those fights, bro. That everybody gonna say MZ just gonna be stuck on his ways on this one, cause it's something. It's just I'm just getting the vibe from it. That's just telling me, hey, he gonna surprise people if we get a chance to see the fight, because Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn are the ones that's you're gonna be structured to give us the fight, and Bob is already letting us know that he don't want to play with Eddie Hearn. which brings me to Anthony Yard fighting Beterbiev, and I give Anthony Yard less of a chance to beat Beterbiev than I do Bivol.
Why wouldn't you? You got a man with 12 amateur fights compared to somebody with 273. Of course, you give the guy with 273 the better chance. Anthony Yard is 12-0 with 11 knockouts as an amateur. That means he ain't fought nobody. He ain't won nothing. He ain't fighting around the world. He ain't no world beater. Nothing. He got a late start in boxing. He started fighting. He was like 19.
Yeah, 19.
Like to me, you would be crazy to take Yard over Beterbiev. I mean, I know it's some people that'll do it because I guess they don't know no better. But hey, ain't no way in hell I'm taking him over Beterbiev.
Nah, no way. I think he's gonna get beat up, and I think I was trying to figure it around, but he may make it to 3 rounds just on the simple fact that he don't want to get beat up in the first 2.
His best chance is gonna be in the first 2 though. That's where he gonna look his best. If he can do something right then, he can do something. But when he let Beterbiev start adjusting to what he doing, that's when he gonna be in trouble. Like when you get off in there with a guy that's more advanced than you, you'll get off and look kind of good early, like Terrence Crawford fights, for example. People get off on him early and shit, and once he adjusts to him, it's a wrap. And it'll be like that for Yard.
Yeah, Yard out of there.
But he got to punch his chest, though. If that motherfucker hit Beterbiev, it's going to be problems.
Yeah, okay. I would say he could hit Beterbiev and daze Beterbiev, but I think Beterbiev got good recovery time. I think you would make a mistake hurting him on the cool. It'd be like Damon Wayans in that movie. You trying to embarrass me on national TV? And commenced to whooping his ass. But like you said, everybody got a puncher's chance. Bivol got a puncher's chance. Yard has a puncher's chance. But just looking at the way Beterbiev trains, and you're right, the dude is sculpted. You know, he got a boxing body for real. He got the lats, the thrats, the rats, whatever all that shit, all those muscle groups, he got worked out and looking good. And I was checking him out. His defense is decent. One of the fights that he got dropped in, he just got to the phone too late. The dude got the hand up, got the lick in there before he can get his hand all the way up to protect himself. I'm pretty sure he's worked on that. If he's the fighter that I believe he is, from what I've seen in the interviews and them talking to him and watching him train and the things that he said, if he's any of what he said, he's correct that, and he'll be on top of that. I just don't see anything that Yard can bring to him, because I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, to have 100 fights, 200 fights, 300 fights in the amateurs, yeah, it is a lot that you seen. You see a lot in 100 fights, but to have 200 fights is like passing the exam and then taking the exam again to do better on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna look at each 100 as in, hey, in 100 fights, you've seen every style there should be. I don't think it's 100 styles to pop up to be seen fight. So in that 100, you've seen everything that can be thrown up to you. In the 200, you just retesting yourself before you make your next move. And with how many fights, Anthony Yard? You said 10, and he was how many? In his amateur?
He was 12-0 with 11 knockouts in the amateurs.
12-0. So that means he just put his name on the paper, the date, and what test he was taking. That's what that equal up to me. He didn't really get into the meat of the test. He didn't get into the meat of the application for the test at all. Everything that he's going to be going into the ring with is going to be 100% a lot of, hey, you finna learn something new tonight.
But I'll say this about Yard, though. Beterbiev has seen a bunch of styles over there, but Yard do got an Americanized type of style. And he got some athleticism himself. He might not go to Alabama, but that motherfucker probably go to Ole Miss. Or he might go to Florida or something, you know what I'm saying? Because he's an athlete himself. That's why he's in the position that he's in. He got a late start in boxing, and he fighting the best fighters in the world. He started boxing when he was 19, and he fighting the best fighters in the world. He getting ready to, he done already fought one Coverdale. That's a good fighter. And now he getting ready to try to fight Beterbiev. That's not an accident. That's a hell of an athlete. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that can learn. I don't understand why he don't like to do a bunch of sparring, but it does give him some freshness. He ain't got as much wear and tear because he got a late start and he ain't doing a bunch of sparring. And he ain't got a bunch of amateur fights. The motherfucker should be fresh. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he can go out there and jump on Better Beev. I think it'd be like winning the lottery. I think he'll have to get lucky to do it. Everything gonna have to line up for him right. He gonna have to do the right thing, and Better Be gonna have to make a mistake, like you said. Be late on holding the phone or something, and give Yard an opportunity. But Yard is he's not a typical guy. Like if you think about Yard and you look at the guys that's on Better Be record as a pro, Yard will beat them guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know people like Vazik and all that kind of shit, man. I think Yard to get on Vazik ass. Even though Vazik got a lot of amateur fights, he was 260 and 40. But goddamn, man, 40 losses in the amateur is a whole bunch of goddamn losses. I know that's a good record, but 40 losses, I think Yard can get with him. And him and Joe Smith is the best wins for Better Beef. Hell, I think Yard to get with Joe Smith. Yard might knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Joe Smith ain't no deep amateur background motherfucker. He got 50 amateur fights, and his shit was mainly regional. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like he no world beater. Man, that motherfucker, I think Yard to get with him. So if you look at the competition for Better Beef and compare them to Yard, I think Yard matches up favorably with them. I still think he'll lose to Better Beef, but I think he'll go in there and try to fight back. And I won't be surprised if he lead the fight with some kind of respect from us, even if he get knocked out. We might be like, well, shit, he got knocked out, but y'all was in there fighting that motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make no mistake, I already got respect for him fighting Kovalev. But I do know that Kovalev wasn't the same crusher, too, when he faced him. But that was a learning experience for him. And if he go in there and handle this and really put up a good showing against Better Beev, because I don't see him beating Better Beev, yeah, you're right. He will gain some respect because we'll be like, that dude, he got some dog in him if he can go out there and do that. And I had no problem with giving him credit. But right now, I'm riding pretty hard on Better Beev and Bibble. Let me
say one more thing real quick, though.
Go ahead.
We say that wasn't the same Kovalev, but that wasn't the Kovalev that Canelo fought. Yard fought Kovalev not coming off a loss 8 weeks ago. He fought a Kovalev with a full training camp after he had some recovery time. Because Kovalev, that's really, he fought him when Kovalev kind of gained my respect, you know what I'm saying? Because I really wasn't no fan. I really ain't no fan of him now, but the fact that he fell off the horse, got beat by Eliada Alvarez, and then he came back and beat him in a rematch and got his belts back, and he might have put himself in the Hall of Fame with that performance on the cool. That made me start having some respect for him. And I thought he had a little bit left in the tank. The Kovalev that beat Yard, I wouldn't be surprised if he would have beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker had some fighting him that he had a lot more fighting him than he had against Canelo. Because against Canelo, he was coming off a tough fight, didn't have enough time for recovery time in the full training camp, and he was right back in the ring with Canelo. It wasn't the same. That wasn't the circumstances with Yard. So I got more respect for that Kovalev that fought Yard than most people do. I think he had a little bit more left than what people give him credit for at that moment.
Oh, maybe I'm saying it wrong because the Kovalev that fought Canelo, I didn't give Canelo no kind of props on that because all the stuff you just said, and it just so happens that the person that Kovalev that just fought was Yard. So, you know, that was a turnaround, what, a 6-week turnaround after fighting Yard?
8 weeks or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think he said maybe it was 8. Because I know he spoke about it in the video where he said he thought it was just a 5 count, but he found out he had a few more weeks than that. Hyphy came into the house. What's up, Hyphy? He said, I just came from listening to a live interview with Better Beev's assistant trainer, former light heavyweight John Iceman Scully. Well, what'd he say, though, Hyphy?
I thought, I'm waiting on what the motherfucker to say.
And then he says, no lie, I would favor Enos to beat Yard at 175 right now. Yard is far from good. Wow, Hyphy came in swinging the axe. He also
That's
said,
that man's opinion. I'll take that bet though. Yard against Jerron Ennis. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh yeah, I'll take Yard over Ennis. Shit.
Shit, he talking crazy, nigga. Shit.
I'll take Yard over Ennis. Yeah, right now you thinking that's a fight? I don't think that's a fight. I think you ought to punch through Ennis. And he also says in the rare event, the Zone has a stacked card this Saturday night for good fights. I'll have to look into that and see what they got on.
Hold on, you said the Zone?
The Zone,
Yeah, the Zone put together a good little old card, man. They got Raymond Ford. He fighting this kid named his last name Medina. 5-time national champion, 113 amateur record going against Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford, I ain't never seen his record, but he very skilled. Southpaw. He won the national Golden Gloves as an amateur, and that ain't easy to do, winning that shit nationally in the United States. You know what I'm saying? And he a big favorite in the fight too. He like a 5.5 to 1, 6 to 1 favorite over the Medina kid. That's gonna be on the card. The main event is gonna be real good. Bam Rodriguez going against Sauron Visa. It looked like this kid, man. Eddie Hearn said that he about to put this kid on a run for pound for pound. It started with Carlos Quadras. The kid, he moved up from was it 112 to 115? Some shit like that. He moved up, I think, to 115, knocked out Carlos Quadras, and then he about to come back against Sauron Visa. And then Eddie Hearn said he want to put the motherfucker in there with Julio Cesar Martinez. That's his little youngster that come out of Mexico. He 230-20 as an amateur. He lost his last fight against Chocolatito. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he fight this weekend too. He fight against McWilliams Arroyo. They just had a no contest in their last fight because of a headbutt, but it really wasn't a headbutt. But they was going back and forth, knocking each other down and shit, rock'em sock'em robots out there. You know what I'm saying? So they got their rematch on the card. But yeah, that's Eddie Hearn. I got to give it to him, man. That motherfucker put together a pretty good card for this weekend. I can't wait to watch that shit. And there's probably a couple of more fights on there that I'm leaving out.
Huh. Oh. Appreciate the move you made for me. I heard you shot some shots across my bow.
Yeah, man.
I was like, wait a minute. He said MZ gonna come to me and pick my losers. Made me feel bad. I'm like, dude, I did the smart thing. You start off on the train, it might start off slow, but when you know that train has did some winning already, you just sit back and relax, put your feet up and say, it's gonna be all right.
Nah, what I was saying, if you would have came early, you would have got all my picks and you would have won. Because I won last week. I went 7-4. I had my worst week that I done had because I had 4 losses, but I had 7 wins. So that's why I was saying if you come early, that's why I've been on you today. You see, I hit you up, nigga. I hit you up on Discord. I text you, nigga.
Yeah, I see. I got the text. I was knocked out, bro. I was knocked out.
I'm just trying to make sure that you can get the picks, man, and get the value and shit. Because like last time, I might tell you that I want you to take a guy that's minus 125 or something. And then I look up and I want you to pick, and it said minus 220. So now you done lost a bunch of value, or it might be a pick. It was one pick last weekend. This kid, Jahe Brown. I wanted you to take him by decision. It was at plus 220 when I had it. When I told you to take it, it was at plus 155. So you done lost a lot of value on that. You still would have made a little money, but you lost some value on the shit. So that's what frustrated me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, man, let me stay on this motherfucker, man, so you can get the picks in early, get the value, and let's get a win. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start checking the Discord a lot more regularly.
I'm texting you to your phone. I ain't gonna even play with you.
I got it too. I got it. Shoot, what I was getting ready to say. So I'm going on the record right now. If we get lucky to see 175-pound Undisputed, I'm riding with Bivol. I think I'm pretty sure Bivol could beat Yard. I think Bivol will beat Yard, and I think Bivol in the high chest match will take Better Beev all the way to the end of the fight and win by decision.
Yeah, I think I don't think he's gonna be able to stay away from Better Beev the whole fight. Better Beev just too big and strong. Like them shots that he could back Canelo up with, them hoes ain't gonna back up Better Beev. He gonna hit that motherfucker. He gonna feel like a brick wall. I'm talking about the man is just too naturally bigger than this guy, man. And the skills to go along with it, and the amateur pedigree. It's too steep of a mountain to climb for them. I think the people that's gonna be better Beev is at cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be the only time that he ain't had no advantage as far as size. Because I did see, like, when he fought against Usyk in the amateurs, you know, Usyk like they fought twice. Better Beev beat him the first time, then Usyk beat him the second time. I ain't see the first one, but I saw that second one. And Usyk looked pretty goddamn big and strong in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a future cruiserweight or something in that ring. And Better Beev didn't have his normal size advantage. And that gave him some problems. But if he has a size and strength advantage, he gonna do what he always do. Ain't nobody been able to deal with this man if he got the size and skill advantage.
So what you're saying, possibly Better Beev could be the undisputed 175er, and like with no kind of claim to it, he could possibly be 175 undisputed and defended about 3 or 4 times.
I mean, he's 37. I done heard a few people. I think D-Lo was saying it's kind of hard to gauge him. I think it might be L-Dub that say it's kind of hard to gauge Better Beev to see how much he loves boxing, how much he cares about legacy, because he kind of give the vibe that he do this to take care of his family and shit. That's what he boxing for. So if he get where he needs to get, I won't even be surprised if that motherfucker retire. You know what I'm saying? He 37 already, bro. He been fighting for over 20 years. I mean, he been fighting since he was a goddamn kid. He probably been fighting for 30 years. He 37. And he probably started fighting when he was a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. I didn't know that, you know, that was a reason that, because the reasons that I got from him when he was talking from the interviews that I seen, I gathered a dude that loved to fight and was trying to figure out how to be the best at it, because I heard him talk about legacy. I literally heard him say that he wanted to be one of the best fighters ever. When he was,
all right, we'll see.
So, yeah, but damn, I hate it. I hate being on the other side of the fence with my brothers, but it is what it is. I'll be standing over there by myself, holding my little bibble flag, smiling.
Man, get ready to eat your crow, bro. Man, it's all good. Everybody got to eat crow sometime, OG.
Smiling as I eat sea salt. As I flip sea salt on y'all crow that's freshly fried, as I'm sitting up watching y'all eat it while I wave my little flag.
I mean, you had your little moment when you had Ugas over Pacquiao, but that was many moons ago, OG.
I had my moment over Thurman and Pacquiao.
That was many moons ago, OG.
It comes in many moons separations like that. Hey, you just roll with me with Bivol against Canelo. So
but what I'm saying is, I'm saying your picks away from the safety of the great Trey X is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what what you're saying. Yes. Hey, every once in a while, a meteorite falls out of its regular pool, and it might flash past the earth, and you see it. I have to vote on it. I have to go with that meteorite every once in a while.
I ain't mad at you, OG, but if they drop you some money on Bivol, man, because you're gonna get you some odds. How you think he gonna beat him, by decision, or you think he gonna knock him out?
No, I think Bivol he'll take him by decision. I think he's smart enough to know that what Better Beev is. You know, I don't think Bivol is dumb. I think he's smart enough to know that Better Beev is a brick wall. He is, so he's gonna have to use his footing. He's gonna have to use his timing. He might not have enough, as you say, to hurt Better Beev, but I bet he got enough to make him understand that you just ain't gonna keep running up on me and not getting caught.
See, but what worried me about him is that I don't know if he got the variety. He do a lot of the same shit over and over and over again. Straight arm type of puncher. He will loop it from time to time, but he mainly a straight arm type of puncher. You can kind of classify him almost like a more advanced 1-2 type of guy, because most of his punches gonna be straight. I just don't know if he got the variety. I don't know if he do things like if he can do one thing 5 different ways enough that he can confuse this guy Better Beev, because it is a bit of a pattern to his game. You know what I'm saying? You kind of know what he gonna do. Like if you step to him, He gonna touch you with that jab, take a step back, and then he gonna hop right back to you. You know what I'm saying? You just seen that move a million times when you watching Bill. I mean, he a good ass fighter, don't get me wrong. And I felt like what he was doing was enough to beat Canelo. Because I felt like Canelo was tailor-made for him. 5'9" guy, little bitty guy, and 5'9" being generous. Hell, the motherfucker might be 5'7" or something, 5'7.5". But that ain't better be. This guy here is 6-foot monster, bigger than Bill. And Bivol ain't look good with guys that's tall and stuff like that. I mean, he ain't just tall, but like the bigger guys, he ain't looked as good as against the shorter guys. Like when he fought against Spider Richards and fought against the other guy, I can't remember his name, the Eastern European. He didn't look as good. I mean, he went out there and did what he had to do, and he won the fights. But he didn't look as dominant as he would against some of them other guys like a Pascal or a Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I think Bivol will be in some trouble, man. I think he got enough where he might be the first guy that can go the distance because he got some legs on him to where he can stay away from better if he get in trouble. So he can go the distance, but I think he'll lose though.
Well noted. I made sure I got all that in on my board so I can get everything. Armin Brown 09. Good evening, guys. At Trey Musically Chat. What's up, sister? How you doing?
What's up to my Amazon Angel out there? Man, don't be laughing at my little pet talk. You know what I'm saying? Don't be laughing at my shit, bro.
Like that killing me. I'm like, shit, that's a big ass angel, dude.
Hey, don't be taking shots at my angel now, OG.
Oh no, Amazon. I'm just saying that Amazon. That's
nigga, she qualified. She's 6'3".
Exactly.
She literally taller than the average WNBA player, nigga. The average WNBA player like 6 foot and she's 6'3". You know what I'm saying?
That's right up my road. I think you too short.
You think I'm too short? Oh, nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. It ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the fight in the dog, OG. You got to remember
that's where we at right there. That's the dog that I think is inside of my boy Bivol.
All right, man, for his sake. I hope so, man. But I ain't gonna get away from the old adage too far, OG. A good big man beats a good little man. And I don't think this is a situation where we got a good big man going against a great little man. I think Bivol is pretty good. I think better be pretty good. I don't know if either one of them are necessarily great. So I think they kind of similar, kind of close, but just the size and physicality and stuff I keep on talking about for better be. I just think that's gonna be hard to overcome. But hey, man, if you just gotta have some crow. I mean, it is what it is, OG. You say you in your 50s. I ain't trying to deny you from having things in life.
I feel you trying to be smooth with that little curveball, but I gotta slow down every once in a while. I don't want people to start thinking that MZ and the team there with some certain people. And he just whooping game whenever he step out. Because, I only step out every once in a while. They're going to think it's a plan to it. You know how it is. I'll give you this one, but I'm going to take that one. Gil Cole say, you still got time to change your pick, OG. Just not this big. I ain't trying to change on this big anyway. How that even sound? You got time to change your pick, just not this big. That's good. I love it. Give me the band. You see, I called him out. I was like, Gil Coles, I know you out there somewhere. I know you want this bit.
Yeah, you do got time, G. You know what I'm saying? Just remember that. You got time to change your pick, man. Don't lock yourself into some crow when you don't have to. You got time to do your research and come to your senses.
You're right. And like I said, it's not like this fight is about to materialize in the next few weeks. Anthony Yarde gonna end up fighting Better Beev before Bivol will. Cause
it would be better if it was Bivol then Yarde fight the winner.
Yeah, it would be better, but Aaron, the way he seemed like, he kind of dug in. He got that old man attitude right now against Eddie Hearn. And it don't seem like he finna try to make that fight. So he ain't gonna have his fighters fighting on he called it the dark zone and dead zone. He let those words fall out of his mouth. Yeah. So when he did that, I was like, well, there go that 175-pound Undisputed.
Yeah, he already been talking crazy about Undisputed anyway. like with Shakur Stevenson.
Right,
Talking about he don't
right.
give a fuck about nigga. Ain't now one of them fights gonna sell no tickets. What's the name of the dude they wanted him to fight? Abreu or something like that? Nigga, we don't even know his name. So
Yeah, who
Aaron
is
like,
that?
Aaron like, man, fuck that, man. Let's try to find some money fights around here. Man, Aaron need to go sit his ass down with that bullshit. Man, this man like 91 years old and he still got his mind on getting all the money. Nigga, let's see some good fights before you die. I mean, he been putting together some pretty good fights and shit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, overall, I mean, he been putting some undisputed type shit together and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
He hit us with. I worked with Muhammad Ali, Joe
Yeah,
Frazier, George Thorman, Foreman. Shit, he gonna hit you with that, so he don't give a damn about what we talking about. Pay him.
man, that motherfucker can't take that shit with him. Man, the man is literally in his 90s. Like, let's just focus on getting a fight, Bob. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
Okay, so Hyphy shot a slug at me. Armin Brown say proud 6'3". Ain't nobody shooting at you. I 6 foot and up. I'm all with it.
Nah, he talking shit to me, talking I'm too small and shit.
I'm just saying, some of us are short. We have to, reach the shelves that we can. Hyphy say MZ said he don't like an Armin Brown Amazon. He prefer. I bet that bet not say what I think is. He prefer what? A Madonna type. Ugh. That's ugh. Ugh. Come on, Hyphy, that's wrong in the mud. You make it. You make my stomach hurt and everything. My eyes is watering. Don't do me like that.
Everybody love Miss Armin Brown.
Yeah.
Everybody love the Amazon Angel, man. She cool as a motherfucker though.
I went to church on that channel one time.
I try to go to church, man. That shit be sounding too muffled for me, man. The music and shit, I can't hear it right. So I just go in there and hit like.
I feel you.
I ain't trying to high side, I'm just saying.
I feel it. All of y'all are short to me. It's okay. I'm 6'5".
Yeah, this nigga here 6'5". King of Kings 6'5". It was somebody else. I think the Kane said he like 6'1", so yes, he taller than him.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9".
Damn.
That's all right though, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm still bigger than y'all, nigga. I'm 5'9" tall, but I'm bigger than y'all. Bars,
I hear
nigga.
you. I hear you. Don't make me pull out a track.
Hey, turn the fight on and give me the microphone, nigga. I'm a giant in this bitch. Got to go way back 50 years in history to find somebody to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying that. So you turn the fight on, I'm gonna just sit back and let you do your thing. Ain't no need for me to fight with that one.
Hey, we're gonna make them picks on their ass too, man. I want all these channels to get their ass in the channel Ross, man, so we can find a pecking order around this motherfucker. Hey, y'all see how I do when I'm losing in one area? I change the game and start fighting in another area. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, and that's just sharpening up. That's just sharpening up the skills to see if they can adjust their game and keep coming.
Yeah, when you short, man, you got to learn skills like that, man. You can't let them just focus on that shit, but you got to be able to change the subject and come back with something that you can win at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I try to make friends with a lot of short people because it's shit that I don't want to be in down to get.
Well, goddamn, we need some tall motherfucker like you to reach the top shelf, then, motherfucker.
I understand. See, that's how I go right there. That's how I go. Oh, I got a disclaimer. He's right. I give a disclaimer about the music. That's why I try to stand in the for you. Thanks for the like though.
Yeah. I like when she be singing though. I had went to a live stream earlier. She started off in there singing and shit. She got one of them voices that I can't explain it. It kind of make you, it reminds you of your grandma now.
Oh, okay.
That ain't even a shot. I ain't even trying to talk shit. I ain't even trying to,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
by me liking music, I know exactly what you're talking about. You can't that like soulful sound
That Baptist
used
soul,
to, right?
Yeah, that Baptist church soulful sound that we used to hear at church when we were young, with your grandma, you know what I'm saying?
That when the choir started singing the song, I used to be like, couldn't wait for the choir to sing because the preacher had me lost. I ain't gonna even lie to you. He started saying some stuff, and then somebody reading something, and then a deacon saying, "Church say this," and I'm like, "Can the choir just start singing?" And when they would sing, dude, I would just get this feeling that run through me. I guess I was feeling the spirit, because that's the only time that I really felt good is when the choir started cracking loose. When I got older, I started hearing some preachers that said some stuff that I was like, oh, he telling the truth about some stuff. I can understand what he's saying. But most of the time, I just like to hear the choir praise.
Hey, that music underrated, man. Because she told me she like gospel music. You know what I'm saying? So I started listening to my gospel. I got a little gospel playlist. I ain't listened to it in a long time, so I had to blow the dust off and break out my playlist. Man, I forgot how energetic Baptist music is, like that church music. Man, that stuff is energetic, man. Like James Cleveland and all them dudes.
Oh
man,
man,
they be.
But see, you just said the name. You finna have me just tripping right now. But yeah, that kind of music that make you like your shoulders jump and your legs get to moving, you get to twitching, and you look over to the left, and that sister just stood up with that big hat on, and she started doing her little shout dance. And then they have to go over there with the blanket because somebody be them passed out, and so they cover the ladies up with the little blanket on their legs.
Yeah.
Man, I used to be sitting in church looking at all that stuff like, whoa. And my mama was like, my mama would get the spirit, start talking in tongues and all kind of stuff. And I'd be looking at my mama like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you that gospel music is exciting. I pulled it off. I was able to get on here. Can't stay on long because I got to go up to this job and do my thing.
Yeah, I forgot you said that you got to do like double work right now.
Yeah, but I wanted to get on here and holler at everybody and say, Brown put me on game with the hair products. I'm going on MZ and Marlowe's panel with my hair glistening. Come on. You and Cole's got issues for days. Brown said, I love my old gospel songs, laughing out loud. That's probably why I sound like that. Shoot.
Yeah.
I like the old gospel songs too. The Mighty Clouds of Joy. It's a choir. I can't think of the name of it, man. There's so many of those songs coming on that's running through my mind right now. We working on a gospel song, actually. I hope I don't get struck.
I like the new school gospel too, like Marvin Sapp and Tamala Mann and stuff like that.
Marvin Sapp go hard.
Marvin Sapp is a player with it, man. I cut for Marvin Sapp. Man. He one of them dudes that bring that energy too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He got some good songs.
Yeah.
I got some of his stuff in my phone that I listen to when I'm trying to get my mind right and not be thinking the wrong things.
Yeah. And it gets you right, man.
Yeah, it's an everyday struggle, man. It's Chicago Mass Choir. That's it. That's the one. Thanks, Almond Brown. I just looked up and saw it right there. That is the one I'm talking about.
I don't know about them. I'm about to go check it out.
They if you look for something, look for a song called Praising His Name. Some people say praising his name, some people say can't stop praising his name. But either way, you find
yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Man, that song goes so hard, dog. Especially when you got the right choir and the right person like doing the lead. I can listen to that song for about 10 minutes straight.
Oh man, we used to play it on repeat at the church, man. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, especially when they get to that part. Jesus.
Yes. You just said it. So we both on the same note with that one. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, man. That Chicago Mass Choir go hard, but
I didn't know
they sing that. They just sing that song too. It's a lot of choirs that sing that song. Like going to those midnight musicals and those choir where the churches all come together. The preachers would get up and they'll say something like 15 minutes, and then like the choirs from every county, city, state, different states, they just come together, and it's like a gospel choir battle.
Yeah, that's clear.
Man, I went, man. I can talk about this for days.
That's almost like Battle of the Bands or something with
it's just like that. But it's like you got choirs from Mississippi, you got choirs from Indiana, you got choirs from Texas, Alabama, all over the place. And they was coming to Gary, Indiana at Clark Road Baptist Church, my auntie's church. They used to come up in that mug, man, and go hard. I mean, super hard. This is one of the times that I can go to church when my auntie churches start at 6 o'clock. They call them the midnight musicals, and they start singing at like 8 o'clock. When midnight come, you be went through so many choirs, your energy level is like, I can't wait till the next choir get up here because they seem like they getting better and better with each choir.
Yeah.
Better and better. I'm gonna read this last comment and then we're gonna have to break out. Well, make sure y'all come when I do my paint and praise live. I need y'all selections to play. Let us know when that is. Put it in the chat so everybody can come.
I wonder what that was. I seen her do one video, a live stream. She was painting and she was sipping and she was painting a stripper or something. She was painting a thick stripper.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't think that was painting praise right there. That must have been sipping socialized or something. I don't know what that one was. Yeah, they was offering them painting and she was sipping a little wine and she was painting somebody thick on the canvas. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
That don't sound like painting save.
She said that was trapping paint.
Oh, so okay. Trapping paint and wow. Okay, I need to check that out. But you got anything to say, bro, before I get out of here and go up here and make these people money?
Oh man, like always, appreciate you having me on. Appreciate everybody that came through. I ain't gonna be no fight call this weekend, man. We're just gonna be checking out the zone card, Bam Rodriguez versus Soron Visa. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Everybody stay safe. Much love to everybody. I ain't gonna talk you to death.
All right. Oh yeah, she said I wasn't drinking wine, it was soda. And with that, what'd you say?
No, I was just gonna say hell, it looked like a wine glass. But go ahead, OG.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit them when we be stunting, and I'm gonna let it be as that. Much love to you, Gear Codes. Let me know if y'all can hear that.
One, two, we got that heat for you. 3, 4, and really one more. 5, 6, dropping nothing but hits. 7, 8, wait. We gon' do it. 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 We gon' do it.
I hear they out there looking for me. Tell me where they at. Been out here for a second, man. I guess that was cap. Got myself a bag of flies. Out the bag of cash. Niggas talking about the jury, man. I'm on that real estate. They don't pop their pussy for niggas that they don't know. I'm all the different spots. Pussy popping for show. Now niggas getting upset and I can see it in their face. I'm in my chill mode. Don't make me have to catch a case.
1, 2, we got that heat for you. 3, 4, really one more. 5, 6, dropping nothing but hits. 7, 8, wait. We gon' do it. 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 They tell me I'm belligerent when I'm inebriated. I tell them that I'm calm, but they always want to debate it. I get hella faded and niggas act like they hate it. Bitching about how they do it. I got my drink and smoke, I'm laid back, feeling elated. Looking in the sky while my pupils is dilated. Check my lotto numbers from earlier cause I played it. Then I hear my song on the station. They got me to be mad again. 1, 2, we got that heat for you. 3, 4, really want more. 5, 6, dropping nothing but hits. 7, 8, wait. We gon' do it. 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 We gon' do it.
I'm from the dirty south, yeah, we getting money too. Don't give a fuck about what these other motherfuckers do. I'm from a city that is wild as the fucking zoo. Houston, Texas, we ghetto boys and we bang too. Shout out to the south side and peace to the north too. Southwest, we in this bitch. Ain't what it do, I take off like a Houston Rocket. Got bros, not partners, all my little cousins. So choppers, I'm such a rock star. These hoes love me, instantly we start vibing. They see me being a full-time player, you just part-timing. I'm lit like a big More heat than a furnace, light 'em up with the quickness like my big brother Ernest. Doing my thing, hit my Dougie on these niggas. Bubba Sparks, hell yeah, it's getting ugly for these niggas. I'm so Texas player parlaying on another level. Success is my best friend. I've been through setbacks and failures. And tell you those ass friends, they can get it too. I'm on my grind, call state of the art, fool. Yeah, snap back on backwards on tip, my nigga. I'm so cool. Flawless victory. Oh, tell them what they do.
1, 2, got that heat for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, nothing but hits. 7, 8, wait. We gon' do it. 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 We gon' do it.
Thanks for stopping through. We out.